Be honest. How many times have you said this is your last time starting over? And then next week, you find yourself starting over again. If this is you, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to share with you why you keep starting over and how to stop starting over for good. It's a Monday morning. You've made all these plans to start your weight loss journey. You want to lose weight. This is the year that you're going to lose weight, 2026. This is the month that you're going to start making progress. You're going to start eating healthy. You're going to cut out the junk food. You're going to be consistent in going to the gym. You're going to be taking walks. You're going to start sleeping in for 8 hours. You've made all these plans. You've put it down in your planner. You've watched all these motivational videos. You're pumped up. You're motivated. You're ready to go. You have so much energy. You say you're not going to eat any more sugary foods. You're going to quit all the junk. But then you go to the office. And then your coworker brings in your favorite bakery goods from your favorite bakery. Then you have a piece of cake. Then you have two. Then you decide, oh, I might as well just start my weight loss journey next week because I've already messed up the whole week. Then you let the whole week go into the trash because of one mistake. You ate an unhealthy meal for lunch and then you threw the whole week in the trash. You missed the workout. You threw the whole month in the trash. You had a bad week. You threw the whole month in the trash. You had a bad month. You threw the whole year in the trash because of one bad day, because of a couple of bad days. We're all going to have bad days. You cannot throw your whole week or the whole month because of one bad day. And that is how you keep starting over. The cycle keeps repeating. You never make real progress because you are in this constant loop of starting over. The problem is not that you're not motivated because you get motivated. You want to do all of these things. You want to lose weight. You finally want to lose weight. You want to eat healthy. You want to be a healthy girly. You want to be someone who exercises. You want to be someone who works out often. You want to be that person, but you're not taking any action towards being that person because you feel you have to be perfect to lose weight. You feel you have to be perfect to see progress on your weight loss journey. But that's not the truth. That's a lie. We cannot be perfect. Even in our walk with God, even in our commitment, in our faith, we can never be perfect. We are just human beings. We are not perfect. Every time that you sin, every time that you fall short of God's glory, guess what? You pray, you repent, and you keep going. You do not quit because you made one mistake. So why is it that you're quitting on your weight loss journey whenever you make one mistake? Whenever you have an unhealthy meal, whenever you miss a workout, why do you keep quitting? Why? Our brain actually keeps us in this loop where we keep planning, right? It's exciting. We actually get dopamine hit from planning and doing all the research because in the planning stage, your brain takes you into the future and you have all these plans on when I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to reward myself with this, I'm going to put on this dress. You buy the dress couple of sizes down for when you actually lose weight. You make all these plans for the things that you're going to do when you lose weight. You look for the perfect workout, you look for the perfect diet. You make all these plans, you put it in your planner, but you don't take action towards the thing that is going to make you lose weight. And that is actually eating the food that you've put in your planner. That is actually going to the gym when you said you were going to go to the gym. Sleeping early and stop doom scrolling so that you can get 8 hours of sleep. Doing the thing and doing the action is actually the hard part. We like to keep planning and we like to keep starting over because we get dopamine when we keep planning, when we keep researching without doing the hard work. Get these hints of dopamine when we do the research part, which isn't the hard work. The hard work is actually doing the thing that is going to make you lose weight. It's not as if planning is not good. Planning is good because it takes you a step towards actually taking action. But if you keep getting stuck in that planning stage and not actually doing the thing that's going to make you lose weight, you're never going to lose weight. So when we understand that our brain are actually keeping us in this cycle of wanting to keep planning because it's trying to prevent us from doing the hard work, right? My kids have taught me a lot of things. As kids, when they are trying to walk, they keep walking, they fall down so many times. Most kids take about 2 months for them to start walking. They start crawling, they start trying to walk, they hold chairs, they hold you, they hold your car, they hold onto tables, they fall, they get back up, they fall, they get back up, and eventually they start walking. They did not walk in another lifetime before. This is the first time that they're trying to walk. But they don't quit, they keep going. So why are you quitting? You really know you want to lose weight. You just had this baby. You know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. You want to honor it. As a Christian, you want to honor that body. You want to eat healthy meals, whole foods that nourish you, that give you the energy to pray, that give you the energy to take care of your kids, your home, your career. You want to have that energy. You want to feel confident in the body that you have. Yet you're not doing any action towards that goal. When we know that our brains are the ones that are trying to keep us stuck, then we know the things that we can do to actually keep us unstuck. First thing is, do not rely on motivation. You have to make the plan and you have to stick to the plan. The first thing you want to do is small habits. We want to change our life overnight. Jamie had made all these plans, decided to transform her life. She's going to lose 30 pounds in 2 months because she's seen a lot of videos about people losing 10 pounds overnight. She used to eat junk food every day. She wasn't moving her body. She wasn't going to the gym, but she decided to transform her whole life in one night because she watched the video and she was motivated. She was like, oh, this is my year today. This is my week. I'm going to make the change. Yes, it's okay for you to want to make that decision, but you have to take small steps. Being consistent, consistency is what is going to give you progress, not perfection. Stop trying to get into that place where you have to be the best in whatever you're doing. You don't have to show up 100% every day, but you just have to show up. Some days it's going to be 20%, some days it's going to be 50%, some days you're going to have 110% to give. Guess what? At the end of the day, what matters is that you showed up. What matters is that you put 1%, you put something into the cup each day. So, small habits. Start by taking a walk, depending on where you are. Start by taking 30 minutes walk every day. Just 30 minutes. Start by eating one healthy meal, increasing the amount of protein you eat in a meal. Your vegetables, reducing your carbs, the amount of food that you eat. Start by cutting down on the sugary foods that you buy in the grocery store. One small habit is what is going to make you make progress, not a whole transformation overnight. Take your planner, track the one habit that you want to start this week. If you want to increase protein in your meal, make sure that each meal has protein. Put it down, write it down, track it. You want to start working out for 30 minutes, put it down, track it. 30 minutes, non negotiable, you walk. But small habits is what is going to matter at the long run. It doesn't look like something now, but it's going to add up. 1 cent in your cup, in your jar each day is better than $100 one day out of the year. It is all going to add up. The second habit you want to incorporate is keeping promises to yourself. We talk about building trust with people. A relationship is built on trust. We talk about if you want to have a great marriage, a great relationship with God, then it has to be built on trust. And what is trust? Doing what you say you're going to do. That is trust. In a nutshell, doing what you say you're going to do. We talk about all these relationships, we don't talk about relationship with yourself. Because you have to have a relationship with yourself. It's not just about your partner. What relationship are you having with yourself? When you tell yourself, I'm not going to eat sugar for a week, do you follow through? When you say, I'm going to go to the gym every day, do you follow through? When you keep following those small promises you made to yourself, that is when you build confidence. And that is where the real transformation starts taking place. All those promises. You have to have a great relationship with yourself. You have to prioritize yourself. We can be our worst enemies most times, but you have to prioritize yourself. When you make those promises to yourself, do not go against those promises. Do not, because then it makes your self confidence to go low. But if you keep those promises, then your confidence is going to go up. Then you will stop relying on motivation, but instead relying on, hey, I made this promise to myself. I said I was going to go to the gym 5 times a week. That means I'm going to make time to go to the gym 5 times a week. I said I was not going to eat any sugary meal this week. So regardless of if a coworker gave me sugary food or not, I wasn't going to eat it. When you're able to keep those promises to yourself and stick to it, you start building a better relationship with yourself. That's what I like about fitness journey and my weight loss journey, is because the confidence that I had to build, the relationship that I built to myself, I got closer to myself because all these promises that I made to myself, when I got to achieve them, I was like, wow, I can trust myself. I was so excited. The third habit you want to have is eating healthy meals, and that is starting small. See, I'm not telling you to just go crazy overnight and start all of these diets that you see, the fat diet, I don't know, the keto diet. There are just so many diets online right now, and I really do not subscribe to any of those diets. Personally, I like to eat food. I like to eat good food. I like to eat food that makes me happy. So I don't like to subscribe to diets. I just want to make sure that on my plate of food, I have a lot of protein, I have a lot of vegetables, I have a lot of fiber, and I have less carbs. Drink my water and I mind my business. So start small. Stop trying to overcomplicate your meals. If you're not a food influencer or someone that likes to cook a lot, stop trying to overcomplicate things. We overcomplicate this thing. We're overcomplicating weight loss journey. We're overcomplicating our food. We're overcomplicating our exercises. You don't even know how to eat healthy meals and you want to cook like a fancy restaurant meal. That's not going to work out. It's not sustainable. Especially if you're busy, you have a mom, you have kids, you have a house, you're a career woman, you do not have time. You don't have time to make all those fancy meals. Get your chicken breast, get your vegetables, whichever one you like, because at the end of the day, you want to be able to sustain these meals. You want to be able to eat these meals for a long time. So get the protein that you like. You like eating fish, stick to it. Keep eating your fish all the time. Keep eating chicken. You like eating the same meal every day. Keep eating the same meal every day. You like switching up the meal. Stop doing what everybody says you should do. Do what you want to do because at the end of it all, it is your fitness journey. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You have to do something that you enjoy because if you don't enjoy doing it, if you don't enjoy the meals that you cook, you're not going to stick to it for a long time. And we're not just all about losing weight and then getting the weight back. We're all about living a healthy lifestyle, feeling confident in your body, getting stronger and stronger daily, building those muscles, having enough energy. That's what we're all about in this channel. If you're liking this video so far, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the family because in this channel we share everything about how to have a healthy relationship with God, with the food, lose weight, and just grow overall. The last habit is going to be to build for imperfection. We see a lot of videos about the perfect morning routine, my perfect night routine, and you see people having all these 10 steps to have their morning routine or the exercise routine. Those are people that have perfected their routines and they started small. If you want this to be a lifestyle, if you want this to actually stick, then you have to start small and you have to plan for imperfection. We are busy people. What about the days that one of your kids are sick and you cannot exercise? The days that you have a party and you just want to enjoy with family and eat that unhealthy meal. The days that life just happens, or maybe you are sick and you do not have the energy to exercise or to cook a healthy meal, what do? You have to plan for imperfection. The days that your kids, for some reason, they wake up earlier than expected, what do you do? How do you bounce back? So instead of making the perfect 10-step morning routines, the things that you're going to do on a perfect day, create the routine that you're going to do on a bad day. That way, if you have a perfect day, you put in more time. And then when you have a bad day, you already have a routine for the bad day. You can easily bounce back. So for me, my morning routine is very simple. The reason why I was able to stick to that morning routine is because it's very simple. I wake up in the morning before my kids wake up. I read my Bible. I go get myself ready to go to the gym. And then after I get ready to go to work, period, end of story. That's it. I do my skincare for like 15 minutes tops. Instead of setting up a routine for the best case scenario, build a routine for the worst case scenario. And the days that you have extra time, then with each of those routines that you have, spend more time on them. That's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Join a community of Christian women who are trying to grow in their faith, who are trying to lose weight, build a healthy relationship with their bodies, with their food, and just grow stronger overall. If nobody is rooting for you, let me tell you, I'm rooting for you. I know that you can do this as long as you start doing the actions, the things that make you to actually lose the weight, then you're going to lose the weight. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. Make sure to drop me a comment on what video you would like to see from me next. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye.